2 of post-op recovery from breast reduction. Pretty good. I got my Percocets in, there, and I'm icy. I'll keep you updated. I might do a YouTube video about this, so if you want more information, let me know. Okay, bye. Hey guys, so I'm going to talk to you a little bit about what's going on. Sorry if I'm not covered for sure. I just want to show you everything that's happening right now. Like this morning I changed my drainage because they were full. And I do this every morning. Basically what I do is pop this off, let the air out, pour it into a measuring cup, and I measure how much blood came out. And then I squeeze the top so no air goes in. And that's just harder than I thought, trying to record and do this at the same time. Put this in here. That way it can suction up some blood again. If I can do it. Okay. Alright, so now that I close that up, this right here, it's a pouch, it's like a fanny pack. There's actually antibiotics in here, like numbing medicine. And I have to keep these clamps open at all times. Because if not, the medicine won't go through. Hold up, I'm trying to move the wire. And these wires are connected to a hole that's on the side of my boob, so the extra blood can come out. I have this tube right here, so the medicine can go through wherever they stuck it at. I don't really know. And, you know, I have the bandages and the ACE wrap. That's pretty much what I got hooked up going on. And I can't wait to take these off on Monday. And I still have my hospital bracelet on. Like, I don't know why I didn't take it off. Right now, I just woke up. It's about 7 something in the morning.
So, yeah, when I woke up, I just changed my drainage. And then I do a little exercise for my lungs. Because I had a tube in my mouth when they did the tube right here. I have to make all these balls reach to the top, and I would breathe in here. So I'm actually going to show you how to breathe in and not outwards. So, 1, 2, and I have to do this 10 times, about like every hour or so. And it works. My throat's not as scratchy or anything as it used to be from when I woke up from the anesthesia. What else do I want to talk about? Yes, going to the bathroom. I had to have people help me go to the bathroom because when I got home I was still drugged up and, you know, the anesthesia was still in me. So I had to, you know, get help. And sleeping is terrible. I have to sleep on a 30-degree angle on my back, which is why I'm pumped up with like hundreds of pillows. Yeah, it's terrible. I hate sleeping like this. But last night I actually didn't sleep propped up like this. And I did pretty good, but I noticed that I was moving on my side a little bit. And
let's see. I was honestly debating over whether I wanted to do this video or not. So I didn't get any footage at the surgical center because at that point I'm like, no, I'm not going to make a video. Like, people know I'm getting this done, it's whatever. But I saw a whole bunch of videos, you know, on YouTube, and I kind of wanted to do my story. You know, tell my story and how my experience was. Basically, when I went to the surgical center, you know, they checked me in, filled out some papers, like consent forms, everything like that, and then we waited a little bit. Then the nurse called me back. My mom, you know, she kissed me, and she's like, bye. My fiance was there. I said bye to him. So they took me to this room. Basically, she was talking to me on how everything's going to get processed. She was my nurse. Her name was Ruth. Super nice. Love her. And she, you know, she put the IV in me, which I hated. And we just talked. And anyway, so I got the IV in me, and oh my god, I'm losing train of thought. Like, this happened Friday. Like, it's Sunday right now. Anyway, so my parents and my mom and my fiance didn't go back to the room with me. So they had me change out of my regular clothes to, you know, the dressings. There was 2 dressings actually. One of them had to be tied to the front. Tied to the back. And then the other one could be towards the front. It was like a jacket. So I wore that, and then the anesthesia came in. the anesthesiologist, she came in and she was talking to me, and she asked me if I had any questions, and I didn't. And then they let my mom and my fiance come back in the room with me. So we were just there talking for a little bit. And then Dr. Brett Garber came in. That's my surgeon. He came in and he was talking to me. And he sent my fiance and my mom out the room because he was marking me. I don't know if you can see.
So anyway, he came in and he sent my parents out the waiting room. He was actually marking me, or my boobs and everything. And, you know, he was like, all right, so now that you're marked, he's like, your nipples are going to be here. This is going to match the other boob, blah, blah, blah. And I'll see you pretty soon in the surgery room. And I was like, okay, cool. So then, you know, I said my goodbyes, and they sent my mom and my fiance to the waiting room. And I was in the surgery room. And it's crazy. You know what kind of like a botch looks like that show? And they send them to that surgical room. And, well, that's exactly what it looked like. So I was like, oh my god, this is kind of cool. But anyway, you know, they were putting me on the anesthesia. They were talking to me for a little bit, and then I was knocked out. That's the only thing I remember was they were talking about if I had a favorite drink, like a liquor. And I told them no, not really, because, you know, I like to drink a lot of stuff. So I don't know which one's my favorite right now. So they started laughing, and then I was knocked out.
So then, when I woke up, I was like wanting to move my legs. Because, you know, I always stretch when I wake up. In the morning, I always stretch my leg out. And they're like, no, it's okay. Calm down. And I'm like, I'm just, like, trying to stretch my legs. And they're like, how are you? You did so good. They look nice, this and that. And all that time, Dr. Brett Garber, my surgeon, he wasn't in the room. So the nurses were just talking to me because he actually went out in the waiting rooms to talk to Joe and my mom, saying that everything went well, that it looked great, I did so good. And so they were like, how's your pain level? Does it hurt? I'm like, yeah, I'm kind of in pain. And they're like, okay, scale from like 1 to 10 or whatever. What is it? I said, oh, it's a 7. And it was more so my right side that hurt it more because my right side was actually bigger than my left. So I guess he had to, you know, take all that stuff out to make it match. So my right side was actually hurting more than my left. And they're like, oh, really? It's a 7? I'm like, yeah, it's a 7. They're like, okay, I'm going to give you some water because we took the tube out your throat. So basically, they were like, okay, we're going to give you some water because your throat, you know, we took the tube out and your throat's scratchy and everything. It literally sounded like I was sick. Like, my throat was really scratchy. And I was like, okay. So I drank some water, and she's like, how's your pain still? Are you okay? Like, because I was still, like, in and out of sleep. And then I was like, okay, I'm awake, but I'm tired as fuck. So then they were like, okay, well, you know, we'll give you the medicine through your IV, and then we're going to give you the pill, which for the medicine was, you know, the Percocet. They put it through my IV at first, and then they give me the pill because they said the pill will work much faster. So then they did that. I ate crackers, and I drank some more water. And then, you know, they helped me up, and I was put into another room, which was like the recovery room, and the nurse was basically talking to me and my mom on how to, you know, what these are.
So then when we got out, pretty much came home, you know, I was laying on my bed just like this, and I was, you know, eating like some crackers and stuff. The anesthesiologist put a patch behind my ear, and that was like to help with nausea. So like if I would eat, I won't feel like, you know, nausea and vomiting, which was really helpful. I had to keep them on for, you know, 24 hours. Also, they gave me these socks, compression socks, before surgery and everything. So, you know, just so I won't get blood clots and I still had a good flow of blood. Also, oh my god, there's a lot of stuff I still don't remember from the surgery. Right now, I don't have any pain. I just have hardness and soreness up here in my chest because they're still very swollen. I'm going to ice them later, and it has to be 20 minutes on, 20 minutes off of icing. And then I'm not going to take a Percocet is because I'm not in any, like, pain at all. It's just, like, the soreness and the hardness and the swelling and the tightness that's going on up here, so I'm just going to ice it. I've been doing pretty good with the Percocets. I still have, like, it was 30 pills in a bottle, you know, take it as needed for pain. And I only took, like, 3 since, like, Friday and today's Sunday, so I only took 3. 2 Friday, 1 Saturday, and 1 something like that, yeah. But I've been doing really good on those, and I'm also got to take these antibiotic pills twice a day. So I'll be doing that now. I just wanted to do a little video just to explain everything else. I'm doing fine, so thank you for everyone who keeps checking in on me. You guys are awesome. I love you guys. Dr. Brett Garber and his team, they are amazing. They were wonderful. So I got my ice packs on. These are a little bit different. The ones that they gave me at the hospital were huge, but we had these in the fridge for a while, so I'm like, I'm gonna use these because they're smaller. I don't have to hold them as much. They just stay right where I need them to be. Also, eating. I haven't really been eating a lot. Like Friday, I ate a lot because I couldn't eat breakfast because of the surgery. And also, when I got home from the surgery that Friday, the 8th, you know, I was eating crackers and soup and lots of liquid, lots of water, lots of ginger ale. Saturday, you know, I ate a fruit cup, I ate a few crackers, I ate some pistachios. What else did I eat? I think that's it. And then I didn't want to eat from there anymore. And my dad was like, you know, I'm like, I haven't really eaten all day. And my dad's like, well, you know, eat your soup and everything. And I'm like, what? I told my dad I'm not really that hungry. He's like, well, you know, drink lots of fluids and everything. I'm like, yeah, I've been doing that. So I like forced myself to eat chicken noodle soup, which was good. But then I kind of felt a little bit of nausea, but it went away because I was like, I didn't want to eat, so I was like forcing myself to it. So today I'm probably just gonna eat crackers.
It said your bill is ready.
So I just got back from the office. They took my drainage out. I have to go back for my stitches to be removed in 2 weeks. Everything looks good. They look good. And I'll keep you guys posted.
So 2 weeks post-op from surgery. I was getting a little redness, so I know that anything red isn't good, whether you get any type of surgery done. So, you know, I texted my doctor and he told me to come in. Well, before I did that, since I work at a practice, I saw my doctor at my practice and he gave me an antibiotic and he told me to do hot compresses because he thought it may have been, you know, an infection. So I took what he told me to do and then I texted my surgeon. So, you know, my surgeon, he replied back. He's like, I want to see you today. And which is today. Today's Thursday, the 20th. So, I got my appointment. I just got back from it. And I'm eating Chick-fil-A because I'm hungry as hell. Basically, I got an allergic reaction due to the...
Okay, so I just got back from my appointment. Oh my god, I don't know why I can't talk today. I got my stitches out. And everything's good. He says in 6 months, that's when I have to see him again. I still can't pick up my dog, which is why I have a dog filter, because I really miss her and I can't pick her up until 2 more weeks. I can drink again. Yay. As for scarring, he says vitamin E oil. Just take the pill, pop it, and rub it all up on there. And let's see. I can go to the beach, which is good. Can't go in the ocean though, or the pool. But hey, as long as I can get my summer on and go to the beach, I'm happy. So I'm gonna end this video here, unfortunately, and I guess I'll see you guys in 6 months. Sounds good?